Dude, there's something I kind of want to know about this whole Charlie Kirk thing. Um, why didn't he have any of his security standing on a roof? I know he's not the president of the United States. I don't expect him to have sniper teams up there. But if you know that you're going to be stationary for a certain amount of time, a few hours, right, as a personal security detail for somebody, unless he has like one bodyguard, right? But I saw 6 dudes haul his body back to his Suburban or his SUV to get him out of there. So we had that many, right? Now I don't know who was running that show, and I'm sure they were all competent. But it's a really big question. If you have security, part of a security element while being stationary for any extended period of time is Overwatch. You can only see so much from ground level, right? It wouldn't make any sense. And imagine this. Imagine all these crowds around Charlie. This huge crowd that he's talking to. If you're his security detail and you're standing next to him, you can only see like 3 rows deep. You know what I mean? Before you can't see anybody behind that. So even just then, you would think that somebody would have said at some point in time, why don't we have an Overwatch? You know what I mean? All you got, just stand up there on the radio and you just keep an eye out. You know what I mean? If there were already like 6 individuals pulling security for him, why wasn't one on top of the roof? You know what I mean? Why? Like, if you think about, he has security to stop a shooter, right? If somebody's going to shoot him, most likely, I mean, they could hide themselves in the crowd, right? But even then, like I said, if you want to be able to see them, or if you want to be able to see him, her, whoever it is, this security threat in the crowd, if you're standing next to Charlie, you're only going to be able to see like 3 rows deep before it's too crowded and convoluted for you to be able to see anything. So you would want somebody on Overwatch to be able to see that individual who is creeping up in the crowd, who's acting weird. You know what I mean? Like, and like I said, I realize he's not the president. But if there were security threats, if he hired security, if he had that much security, Overwatch you would see so much more. It would make so much more sense. You know what I mean? If you have 3 guys, if I have Charlie and I have 3 guys on security, which is a very small detail, if I have a 3-man detail, I'm putting 2 next to me and one of them on the roof, right? It's just your eyes, especially when you think about the fact something went wrong here, dude, because you think about the fact that this was in a not like an auditorium, like an amphitheater sort of thing, you know, like for sound, and so Charlie was down at the very bottom, at the lowest level of this, which means if everybody's standing up in that thing, and it's not like it didn't have like individual steps like at a Coliseum or like at a baseball game. It's not like every row goes up. It would have like a platform where there'd be like 5 rows of people, and then it'd go up, and then another platform, 5 rows of people, and then it'd go up. So you just, as a security personnel, you are missing out on everything by standing down there where Charlie is. You have the worst view in the fucking house. Somebody needs to figure this out. You know what I mean? Something went wrong. Like, or if Charlie's, dude, if I'm Charlie's wife, and like I said, I guess it depends on how many people he had hired. If he only had like 1 or 2 security guys hired, then maybe that's a little bit different. But if there were more than that, somebody failed. You know what I mean? this security company or these people that he hired, they failed him. They did not know what they were doing whatsoever, because the best shot for an individual was that sniper hide. Well, I mean, it's not a hide, but was that position on top of the rooftop, right? That's the best, clearest open shot in sniper's paradise, right? That is an easy shot, 200 yards away, no problem. Like, even for a headshot, wind is very minimal. Very minimal with the wind even affect it, right? So you have a great shot, and the individual is sitting still. Behind you is a parking lot. All you got to do is hop off the roof and bounce. Like, if somebody's going to try to kill Charlie, that's where it's going to come from. You know what I mean? I just, it doesn't make any sense to me. That part really bothers me. Somebody failed. Or that makes you hop to the next thing. Somebody was removed from security detail, something like that. You know, there was a shortcoming somewhere, or well, you can go to all sorts of conspiracy theories about that shit. So, but that doesn't make any sense. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that. Does it go deeper? Did somebody get removed from their detail? Did somebody get paid off not to go up there? You know what I mean? Who knows? Let me know what you think. If my videos aren't terrible and you don't hate them too much, please like, share, comment, follow, subscribe if this is on YouTube. All that shit helps me. So I appreciate you guys, ton.